my first time presenting. It's the Blossom Booster plant food. Very special. I want to hear all about it, but it truly is a complete plant feed that has been tried, tested, and trusted by thousands of gardeners to help you grow wonderful plants, more flowers, fruits, and vegetables. All right, lots of great nutrients in here. We're going to find out more from Barbara King. Barbara King is a legend in the Philadelphia Flower Show. She also has her great flower store here. It is historic, Valley Forge Florist. But two choices on this. You get the 2-pound bag or a 4-pound bag. Clearance price on this, $666 gets this home. Let's bring in Barbara King, because you know what? Let me just show you real quick. This 2-pound bag makes 159 gallons. 159 gallons of feed, and then a 4-pound makes 318 gallons of feed.
Yes.
My goodness, that's a lot. Barbara, if we had 318 gallons, it would fill up the studio. Nice to see you, Barbara.
Oh, it's so good to see you, Nancy, and thank you for that introduction. The privilege I have by being in this business for generations is I get to meet people that have created products that are so unusual, like my friend Richard Jackson, Nancy.
Yeah, tell me.
You know why he created this fertilizer? He's like the garden guru of QVC UK.
Yes.
He created this because of his lifelong love of gardening, but he could not find a fertilizer out there that satisfied him. So he said, you know what? I know what plants need. I am going to create one. And then he started selling this on QVC UK. And it's one of the #1 gardening products of all time.
Wow.
And he has sold over 1 million packets. When I met him, he said, just give it a try. I know you've tried lots of leading brands of fertilizer, but try this out. It is different. And it's the ingredients, the phosphates that are going to treat the roots and the shoots. Nitrogen, that's going to make your leaves lush and green. And then high levels of potash are going to give you all those blossoms, fruits, and vegetables. And you know, the micronutrients that are in this formula allow those delicious nutrients to be absorbed by your plant. So he knew what they needed. He made the plant more accepting to receiving these incredible nutrients. And I tried it and I said, Richard,
bring it to
you're
the
not
US.
kidding.
Yeah.
I'm so thrilled because I get to share it with a lot of our gardening friends here in the store and QVC. And I just love hearing people's response to after they've used it, because it works and it's easy to use, and you can use it indoors and outdoors. You can use it on your edibles, Nancy, if you love tomatoes.
I love tomatoes.
This is something that I saw a huge difference in our tomatoes.
Yeah, it's the feed. You got to feed them. You got to feed the tomatoes,
just like
right?
People, the right food.
Yeah.
And this really made a game changer here in our company. People would come in and say, my goodness, you have the best plants.
Bountiful.
I know. It's because we're feeding them the Blossom Booster. And it's easy to use and it works. In fact,
show me how this works. Because I have to say, when you said that 2 pounds makes 159 gallons, and then the 4-pound, by the way, which is $29.99. I mean, think about that. 318 gallons of feed.
I know. It's
Show me how
really wonderful because it doesn't have a shelf life. I just put a teaspoon of the crystals that there's no shelf life on this packet too. So don't be afraid to get that 4 pounds, and you could use this even in the next gardening season if you don't use it all up. But these crystals are so fine and they dissolve right away. So this is ready to put on your plant, and go ahead and either use a watering can or a hose end sprayer. If you're going to be doing your gardening beds, you could do it in a hose end sprayer. But if you're doing your planters, your window boxes, your hanging baskets, they especially need the right food. And I find it easy to use my watering can, but don't forget your house plants too. Many of us just think about watering house plants. They also need nutrients.
Flowers, plants, fruits, vegetables, tried, tested and trusted by so many gardeners. Barbara, you are the queen of the East Coast, friend, with Valley Flourish Flowers, multi-generation. You are also one of the premier judges at one of the top in the country, Philadelphia Flower Show. But Barbara, in UK is really, really known for their gardening as well. So I'm so excited that you're bringing this. It's my first time presenting from Richard Jackson, the Blossom Booster plant food, all the way like one of the top products at our sister QVC UK right here in the States now.
Yeah, it's just so amazing when I find a treasure like this, and gardeners like to share.
Yeah.
Because you might look at somebody else's garden and say, wow,
how come yours is different?
Weeding
right.
and watering, and maybe you've tried other fertilizers. This really made such a difference when we started using Blossom Booster. I'm like, after generations, how did I not know about this? Well, you know what? We can always learn something new. And I love sharing something so exciting and really made a huge difference.
How about
in my
bigger
business
tomatoes,
here?
Barbara?
And
how about bigger tomatoes? How about more tomatoes? Because you know what? I have a brown thumb. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not like Carolyn Gracie, who's going to be coming up soon. But I have a brown thumb, and I don't know what I'm doing. I just like barely water. I didn't even know that I have to feed plants, right? But if you feed them just like humans, they're going to grow, and you're going to get a bountiful harvest of tomatoes or whatever you're growing, right?
Yeah. You know what? It is just more fun when your garden is successful. So it really motivates you to even try out more things in your garden. When you have success, it just is a whole lot more fun. Kind of like our football last night.
Okay, so two choices on this. The 2 pounds is under $20, Barbara. Under $20.
That's incredible.
$6.66 gets this home. Let me tell you how many gallons. This is what blew my mind. 159 gallons of feed. 159 gallons. Then there's the 4 pound. 4 pounds makes 318 gallons of feed. That is, like Barbara said, probably the entire garden season. Barbara, how often do I use this?
So in the growing season, you can use it every 7 to 14 days.
Nice.
I pretty much do it once a week. And my plants just love the nutrients that they're getting. And it's really high levels of potash. So high levels of potash mean more fruits, flowers, vegetables. Who doesn't want that?
Yeah, you spend a lot of money
the
on
nitrogen and the phosphates are just incredible. He thought about the whole plant, not just the fruits, flowers, and vegetables, but those lush green leaves. That makes such a difference in how your plants look. The roots and the shoots being strong is going to support the whole plant. But what good is the best nutrients unless your plant is going to accept them? And that's what he thought about too. He's like, this micronutrients allow your plant to accept the delicious nutrients they are loving. And it was a game changer. And
try it.
We have, go ahead.
I said try it. You can try it at home, right?
Yay.
Yeah, 30 days to try it out, see if it works for you. Richard Jackson, all the way from the QVC UK. Thank you, Barbara.
Thanks, Nancy.
Carolyn Gracie. All right, our beloved